The arena was empty. The lights were off. The atmosphere had shifted from Monday Night Raw chaos to a cold, unsettling silence. But somewhere deep inside the backstage corridors, a sound, barely audible, echoed softly. A door clicking, a low voice, a pair of boots scraping against concrete. What nobody in the WWE universe knew was that the night wasn't over. A piece of footage, recorded accidentally by a maintenance camera, would capture something WWE never intended anyone to see. Bron Breakker wasn't alone after Raw. He stayed behind, walking with a purpose, walking as if someone had summoned him. He wasn't sweaty from the match anymore. He wasn't hyped. He wasn't yelling. He wasn't the energy-driven powerhouse fans see every Monday. He looked focused, quiet, almost nervous. He kept glancing behind him as he moved through the dark hallway. This was not the Bron Breakker the world knew. This was a Bron with something to hide. And then, he stopped. Because at the end of that hallway stood a man. Not just any man. The same mystery man whose presence has haunted Raw for weeks. The same unseen force that attacked superstars, cost alliances, and whispered chaos into the cracks of the vision. The same entity Roman Reigns tried to expose but failed. The same shadow responsible for the paranoia spreading among Bron Breakker, Big Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and anyone who dared stand near the storm. That man, still faceless, still nameless, still blurred in every stolen glimpse. He stood with his back turned as Bron approached. Bron's voice, usually loud, dominant, fearless, came out low. "You said it was urgent," Bron muttered. "What's going on?" The mystery man didn't answer immediately. He simply tilted his head, like he was listening to something else, something only he could hear. Then, without turning around, his voice rolled through the hallway like a whisper that somehow felt louder than a shout. "Raw isn't ready for what's coming." Bron didn't flinch, but he inhaled sharply, like the words hit deeper than expected. "We had a plan," Bron replied. "You said everything would stay controlled. You said nobody would suspect anything." Finally, the mystery man moved. Slowly, deliberately, he turned halfway, never showing his full face, just enough for his silhouette to reveal broad shoulders, power, and a presence that felt almost inhuman. "You think Logan Paul is blind?" the man asked. Bron's jaw tightened. "You think Roman Reigns is blind? You think Cody Rhodes is blind?" He murmured. "Everyone sees you rising, Bron. You're becoming everything I told you you'd be. Everything they fear. But with that power, comes attention." Bron stepped forward. His voice grew harsher. "I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about you. Your attacks, your interference, your little appearances, you're making things too hot. Too risky." People are starting to connect dots. A smirk, barely visible, touched the mystery man's lips. "Let them." Bron's frustration slipped through. "If they find out we're working together." "They won't," the mystery man cut in. "But if they do, they won't." Bronson Reed already suspects something. Logan Paul is asking questions. Even Paul Heyman is sniffing around. The mystery man turned fully now, but conveniently, the camera angle only captured him from the shoulders down. A perfectly unlucky angle that protected his identity while raising even more questions. Paul Heyman's name clearly struck something inside him. "So Heyman is curious," he said quietly. "Good. That means he finally senses he's losing control." Bron stared at the man, confused. "What are you talking about?" The mystery man stepped closer to Bron Breakker. Not threatening, not aggressive, just close enough to speak with a chilling calm. "You were never meant to follow Paul Heyman, or the Vision. They're not your future. They're your cage." Bron's eyes darkened, but not with anger, with realization. "You're saying I outgrew them." "You outgrew them the moment you arrived," the mystery man said. "The moment you took your first victim. The moment your roar shook the arena walls. You were born dominant, but they want you obedient." Bron looked away for a moment, processing that truth. "They rely on you," the man continued. "They hide behind you. They feed on your name. On your strength. On your aura." Then he leaned slightly forward, whispering with certainty. "You are not one of the Vision, Bron. You are the Vision." Bron Breakker breathed heavily. Not from rage. Not from fear. From the weight of destiny. The mystery man continued. "You saw what happened earlier tonight. Bronson Reed almost confronted you. Logan Paul watched you like he was calculating your next move. They're questioning you, distrusting you, wondering if you're drifting away." "I am drifting away," Bron admitted. "Because you were never with them," the man replied. "They were temporary, a stepping stone, a convenience. But what I'm offering you," Bron's eyes lifted sharply, "is real power," the mystery man finished. For a moment, neither spoke. The silence in the hallway was suffocating. The camera's red light blinked. Bron Breaker's breathing slowed. The mystery man's presence felt heavier, colder, more calculated. Finally, Bron asked, "What exactly do you want from me?" The man didn't hesitate. "I want you to break everything." Bron's confusion was immediate. "Everything?" "Yes," the man answered. "The alliances, the friendships, the false loyalty, the management, the illusion that Ra is ordered. I want chaos. I want fear. I want dominance. But not for me." His voice dropped to a whisper. "For you." He then placed a hand on Bron Breaker's shoulder. Bron didn't pull away. "You are the storm. I am only the wind pushing it forward." Bron's eyes narrowed with a mixture of curiosity and hunger. "And if I refuse?" The mystery man smiled. "You won't." Something in his tone made it impossible for Bron to argue. Impossible to deny. Impossible to walk away. Bron Breaker stood straighter, stronger, more aware of who he was, and what he could become. Then the mystery man lowered his hand. "There's one more thing," he said. Bron waited. "Roman Reigns is getting close." Bron stiffened. "What do you mean?" "He almost exposed me last week," the man replied. "And if he does it again, it might ruin everything we built." Bron clenched his jaw. "So what do you want me to do?" The mystery man looked him dead in the eyes. "Keep Roman busy." Bron smirked faintly. "That won't be a problem." The man stepped backward into the darkness. "Our time is coming, Bron. Ra isn't prepared for the shift you and I are about to unleash. But before part 2, one more thing must be done." Bron raised an eyebrow. "What's that?" The mystery man whispered. "Make Logan Paul trust you, even as you betray him." And with that, he vanished into the shadows. The hidden footage ended. The world had no idea what was coming. The hidden footage didn't end there. The camera, old, dusty, forgotten, kept recording. And what it caught next? It wasn't supposed to exist. It wasn't supposed to be seen. But it revealed everything. Bron Breaker didn't walk away immediately after the mystery man disappeared into the shadows. He stayed rooted where he stood, breathing hard, staring into the dark hallway as if trying to process the weight of what just happened. He had just learned that the most dangerous man in WWE wasn't Roman Reigns. Wasn't Cody Rhodes. Wasn't Seth Rollins. It was the man nobody could see. The man nobody could identify. The man pulling strings from the shadows. Bron muttered under his breath, almost like he didn't want anyone, even himself, to hear the truth forming in his mind. "So I'm supposed to destroy everything I helped build." He shook his head slowly. Not out of refusal, but out of realization. He could do it. He knew he could do it. But what he didn't expect was that the mystery man wasn't finished talking. His voice echoed back into the hallway, from somewhere unseen. "You're hesitating." Bron's eyes widened. The man had never really left. "You said you wanted details," the mystery man continued, his voice smooth, calm, too controlled. "So listen carefully, because this next part, it changes everything." A slow shadow appeared on the wall, elongated, warping as the man stepped forward again but stayed hidden from the camera angle. "What do you really want from me?" Bron asked, now more serious. "This isn't just about chaos. Chaos is easy. You want strategy. You want purpose. Tell me the truth." The mystery man circled him. "That's exactly why I chose you, Bron. You aren't a pawn. You're a weapon. A weapon needs a target. And I'm about to give you one." Bron's eyes narrowed. "Say it." The mystery man stopped moving and spoke clearly. "The vision." Bron blinked in disbelief. "You want me to destroy my own team?" The man nodded. "One by one." Bron almost laughed, not out of humor, but out of shock at how ruthless the plan was. "You expect me to betray Logan, Bronson Reed, the group that has my back every night?" "They don't have your back," the mystery man countered immediately. "They have your value. They have your momentum. They have your danger. They have your name." Bron clenched his fists, thinking about the tension earlier on Raw, the questions, the stares, the suspicion. "They're already pulling away from you," the mystery man continued. "Reed thinks you're getting too much power. Logan thinks you're getting too ambitious. Even Heyman." "Heyman is nothing to me," Bron snapped. "Good," the man replied. "Because Heyman sees you as Roman's next problem, nothing more. When Roman notices you're rising, he'll come for you too." Bron scowled. "So everyone's against me now?" "No," the mystery man said quietly. "I'm not." A heavy silence followed. "You keep saying that," Bron muttered. "But why me? Out of everyone in the locker room, why choose me?" The mystery man stepped closer. "Because you're not controlled by emotion. You're controlled by instinct." Bron didn't respond, Because he knew that was true. Because you're not a diplomat, the man continued. You're not a politician. You're not pretending to be a hero or a villain. You're raw power waiting for direction. Bron cursed under his breath, pacing. And you think taking down the Vision is the move? I know it is. The mystery man's voice sharpened. Logan Paul is a distraction. A spotlight hog. A man obsessed with his own reflection. He'll use you until he doesn't need you. Reed is unpredictable, emotional, unstable, too easy to manipulate, too easy to break. And Heyman. Bron looked up. Heyman is the threat, the mystery man finished. Not because of what he can do, but because of what he can convince others to do. Bron breathed out slowly. So what's step one then? If I'm really doing this, where do we begin? The mystery man paused. Then he spoke the words that would set everything in motion. With Logan. Bron's head snapped toward him. Logan. Why Logan first? The man didn't hesitate. Because Logan is the heart of the group. The mouth. The confidence. The glue. Break him, and Reed panics. Heyman retreats. The Vision collapses. Bron rubbed his jaw, conflicted but processing. You want me to turn on Logan, but pretend to trust him? Not pretend, the mystery man replied coldly. Convince him. Bron raised an eyebrow. And how do you expect me to do that? The man leaned in. You feed his ego. Bron almost smirked. So I praise him. Tell him he's the leader. Make him feel safe. Yes, the man said. And when the time is right, you strike. Bron stared at the floor. His breathing deepened. His posture shifted. He was accepting the mission. What about Reed? Bron asked after a moment. He's not stupid. He senses things. He's watching me closely. Reed will fall easily, the mystery man said. Because Reed reacts with emotions, not strategy. When he sees Logan crumble, he'll confront you. And that confrontation will be the perfect moment to break him too. Bron exhaled through his nose, calm, dangerous, ready. And after the Vision falls, the mystery man stepped back into the darkness where the camera could no longer track his outline. Then, he said, we go after Roman Reigns. Bron's entire expression changed. It wasn't fear, it was curiosity. Roman, he repeated, you want me to fight Roman Reigns? Not fight him, the man said. Destroy him. Bron tilted his head. And Cody Rhodes. The mystery man chuckled faintly. Cody is a pawn in Roman's game. When Roman falls, Cody's path collapses. Our real obstacle is Roman, the man who tried to expose me, and failed. Bron swallowed. So my path is to rip Raw apart from the inside. Yes. And rebuild it in my image. Yes. Bron looked directly into the direction of the mystery man's voice. And what's your role in all this? The mystery man's final words were the most chilling of the entire leaked footage. My role is to make sure you reach the throne they've been trying to keep you away from. Bron didn't move. The man continued. I don't need the spotlight. I don't need a championship. I don't need credit. I only need you to become what you were always destined to be. He stepped forward one last time, voice deep, controlled, cold. The most powerful force Monday Night Raw has ever seen. Then, without another word, the mystery man disappeared. Completely. No footsteps. No shadow. No trail. Bron Breakker stood alone in the hallway. But he wasn't the same man who walked in. He was the man who had just accepted a hidden alliance. And a mission that would shake Raw to its foundation. Then the footage finally cut out. The world had no idea. But Raw would never be the same again.